Hey folks, Sylvia's here. Honestly, I cannot remember the name of this place. I'm off to a good start on this video. I think it's called like Inukaya or something like that. I guess I could check really quick. It's the place where these little dudes are, mostly. These dudes also show up on, I believe it's called like Chyllfroest or Chyllfroest or something like that. I'm not even sure why I'm bothering looting them at this point. But that's only up during this like event that's actually currently actively up. This is the place where you would normally get these dudes. They also show up on a like a world change in Port Hope, but it's a relatively small world change. Anyway, these dudes are like, I guess I would say roughly the equivalent of Dwarks, minus the poison, which is nice. I'm actually going to look a couple of those things up. Oop, kill the him first. Wow, I can't believe I failed to kill him. I mean, to be fair, I'm using like inferior weaponry and inferior ammo to save money, but actually, okay, so after I kill this one, I'm going to pause the recording. Okay, I'll kill the penguin too. I'm going to pause the recording real quick. So 1 second. Okay, so yeah, this place is called Inukaya. It's basically the only place you'll really run into these guys besides the places I've already listed, which would be Chyllfroest. I can't remember the name of that place either. But yeah, that place, the glacier that shows up in Port Hope, and they can also show up in the Ice Island quest in one part on Nibbler, where you have to go around like breaking the ice or something like that. I can't remember the exacts, but yeah. So that's the only spots you'll find these guys. They are roughly equivalent to Dwarks. Like the Dwark Venom Snipers are a little bit weaker and a little bit less EXP, but otherwise they're basically the same. The Wind Callers end up being about just as annoying as Voodoo Masters. They go invisible and they shoot waves. I kind of thought with Dwarks also, so I'm kind of like thinking the same thing with these guys, but with Dwarks, Fireproof Horn. That's awesome. Great start. Yeah, let me just copy that into my friends, my guild chat. I kind of thought that like Dwarks, especially in their caves, where there's like a whole bunch of them, were a little bit dangerous for anybody who would be at the appropriate level to fight them. Sorry, like I'm halfway communicating with my guild at the same time. So like, yeah, I don't know. For like, nobody hunts Dwarks basically because they're worthless. It's the same thing with these guys. Like, they're worthless outside of a very, very limited scenario. But if you were a low enough level where I think like these guys would be reasonable hunting, I think they're a little bit too dangerous for you to be hunting them, is my kind of thought process. So I feel like you would only be here for one of like two specific reasons, and I will get into those reasons in a second. But yeah, just like they're not terribly difficult, but yeah. So anyway, the two specific reasons why you would be hunting these guys is you want the, what was that horn called? Fireproof Horn. Yeah, you want the Fireproof Horn so that you can use it on Chyllfroest to get the Melting Horn, so that way you can get the Ursurgon, I think it's called, mount. You'll end up needing a lot of them. But yeah, I mean, like, that's the main reason why you would go here. The other reason you might want to hunt these guys is because they can drop northern pikes, which are the fish that's necessary for, I think, the sea serpents, and that sells for a decent amount of money. So as far as, like, relatively weak monsters go, these guys are profitable in that sense. I'm going to pause 1 second so I can respond to my guildie. Sorry, yeah, I'm back. So anyway, you can also go down these, all of these little igloos that have an opening you can walk into, ice hut as they call them, which leads you to a whole like underground labyrinth of these things. So I mean, it's pretty good in that sense. But yeah, so like these guys are sort of annoying. I'm not really even bothering to loot them, and you can see I'm using I'm using power bolts and the iron worker as my weapon of choice. Why do I have an iron worker? Well, because I bought it because I thought it looked neat. Yeah, and you also have, like, this kind of crap, because, you know, again, Tibia still loves their... I'm going to have hordes of monsters. Although on that note, not having 100% accuracy is all sorts of annoying, which is what I have when I use my my bow. Yeah, you want to be careful when you pop them all like I just did, that you don't miss out on a melting horn, or I already don't remember what it's called. Fireproof horn. There you go. But yeah, so this place, out of all the places I said you can hunt them, obviously the one place is I didn't even notice that at first. Oh wow, and you pop out outside. That's moderately annoying. The iceberg in Port Hope is like a joke. It's really tiny, and also it's a like world change, so it's not always there. So that's like by far your worst option for these dudes. Your next option, I guess, then would be either this place or Chyllfroest. Chyllfroest is actually not great. It's relatively small, and it tends to have more people there. This place is bigger, has like a slightly better layout, is denser, and there's going to be less people here, which would make it ideally if you could hunt in one of these spots. This is the place to go. The only problem with this place is you have to do like several of the ice island quests to get here, which puts it like quite far in the you have to do annoying access quest category, which is unfortunate. It isn't a big deal if you've already done a large amount of the ice islands quests, which you'd probably have done if you were like a slightly higher level character, something like that. It is regrettable, though, that, you know, if you wanted to make, like, a relatively low character, like a level 30 or something come here, you'd have to go through a whole bunch of annoying access quests. I actually tried to do that with one of my... I have a knight on Olympa. His name's Victor Steiner Davian. And I wanted to use him to hunt here, because I figured it would be a good opportunity to get him some, like, minor experience. Yeah, I wanted to get him some minor experience, and I figured, you know, I could, like, you know, 2 birds, 1 stone kind of situation. Plus, I'm, like, wasting a bunch of money on bolts right now. But yeah, it was way too annoying to get him to go through all those access quests. It just wasn't worth it. Sorry, my guilty is what I was laughing at there, by the way. He's trying to do the Shadows of Yalahar quest, and he's trying to solo it, so it's kind of rough, because, you know, like... He's going into a room with 3 nightmares, 4 mutated humans, 2 destroyers, and 2 plaguesmiths kind of situation. So yeah. Good job. Good luck, Ether. What am I saying? I meant to say sounds fun, and I started writing Southern. Sounds fun. So yeah, though, I'm here for, I mean, ideally some of the northern pikes would be nice, but that's not my primary concern. I'm here largely for the horns, because while I use my gold to purchase like incredibly shockingly stupid things often. I also don't like wasting money on things that I don't need to waste it on. So I'll get those. I'll hunt my own, basically. It's actually not too bad. I mean, there's enough of these guys, and you can kind of kill them fast enough. Like, I've been here a short period of time so far, and I've already gotten 1. Normally, I think I would have probably already gotten 2 by now. I feel like I'm running a little bit low. But I'm also, like, talking and, you know, not hunting in the most ideal manner possible. By the way, try to kill the Windcaller dudes first, obviously, because they go invisible. Don't do what I just did. Kill him. There we go. And I think something here can hit you with a damage over time ice effect. Which I think they're like one of the few monsters that can do that. Also, yeah, if you're hunting here, consider... I mean, I guess not if you're a mage, but... Yeah, if you're like a paladin or a knight, consider bringing something you can do with your mana. So I brought spears so that I can make enchanted spears. Which is what I did. Keep in mind, by the way, the horns that I'm here for, the fireproof horns, cannot be sold on the market for reasons that I don't really understand. The melting horn can, but the fireproof horn can't, and they also don't stack. So you're going to end up having them take up a little bit of space in your inventory and stuff like that. But you need to actually get the item off of, I forget what it's called now. It's like a matchbox or something like that. Oop, I'm out of bolts. Yeah, you need to get the actual like matchbox. I think that's what it's called, or like fire starter or something. I honestly don't remember. And then you use that on one of the fireproof horns. It turns it into a melting horn, and then the melting horn can be sold on the market. And also, the melting horn is only valuable during this event. Just a heads up. But yeah. So with that said, oh, and the thing, the melting horn. Or not the melting horn, the fire starter or whatever it's called that makes the melting horn. Sorry, I'm like having a terrible, difficult time understanding what words are right now. You can only get it once every like, I think it's like, I don't know. There's a time limit. I want to say it's like 18 hours or something. Let's watch me fail on the. Yep, there we go. I still haven't successfully done that thing with the ice cube. To be honest, I'm kind of like moderately irritated by that. I want to kill the wind caller first. And might as well kill the polar bear. So yeah, you can kind of see... Oh, look, Northern Pike. Look at that. Go me. Let me, cop a message. Northern Pike. I'm just gonna, like, keep taking damage because I needed to send that into the guild chat. Yeah, I think they're, like, 16k on Olympa. So... like, that's awesome. But yeah, you can see there's, like, a legitimately really big, like, spiraling underground facility here. You can definitely have like multiple people in here hunting at the same time, and I've had that situation before. Also, they've been people that were like way too high level for this place along with me. So, you know, this place is big enough that like multiple level hundreds can kind of just mash through it. That said, the place is actually kind of like annoyingly set up so that you end up doubling back or like looping around on top of other people's spots a lot, which is unfortunate. That said, whenever I'm like, you can effectively, yep, there we go, broke the ice cube. You can effectively hunt in this place with two people, or something along those lines. I think it's a given that it's obviously better to do it by yourself. There's a couple of spots I guess it would be better in the game, like just in the game entirety, to be hunting with another person. Not like team hunting, but just having another person in your cave or something like that. But it's pretty rare that that's something you would enjoy. You just die? How do I... Nope. I think he just died. I think my guild member just died. Did he just die? Copy name. I'm going to, after I clear out this room, I'm going to quick go to the Tibia website and check and see if he died. Because I think that other name that popped up was one of his alternate characters. I don't know how to get my my guild thing to like reset so that I can see who's currently online. Oh boy. Alright, hold on a second. Let me pause this real quick. One sec. He did not, in fact, die. So he's good. Thank you, Dell Updates. I haven't been updating you for the past, like, 3 weeks. I don't know why you keep asking. I hate when my computer just decides to update. Especially since, like, I don't know. Every time my computer decides it needs to update, it somehow causes problems in my computer. Like, something stops working correctly. I updated, and then all of my, like, my recording program stuff didn't work right all of a sudden. I updated once, and I had a problem where whenever I brought my computer out of sleep mode, my mouse was disconnected. And the only way I could get it back to work was to, like, climb underneath my desk, unplug it, and then plug it back in. It updates, and then I can't get it to stay in sleep mode. It was all just a pain. All just a pain. So yeah, I try not to update my computer. I know they are not supposed to do that too. It's like the opposite of what safe computer use is, but whatever. Alright, let's see here. If we could get like another... let's go this way. Oh, one of the moderately like nice things about this place is the like ice tiles, which make you go faster. The ice tiles are awesome. Whoop. Unlike a lot of other caves that just have the slow you down tiles, this one has the go faster tiles, which are awesome. Or I guess I wouldn't just say go faster, I would say like go normal speed. I don't think they're actually giving you a speed boost. Ran out of bolts. Let's go up. And we're back on the surface. So yeah, like you can see each of these, what is the range on this iron worker? I should probably check that at some point. You can see each of these igloos leads you to a, like a separate area. Some of them take you down into the like main interconnected area. Some of them exit con. Some of them just take you into small areas that just have like a couple of Chakoya and there's nothing else in it, and you have to just go back up. But I mean, all in all, it's like a... I just wish these guys were a little bit more... I don't know, I feel like, I guess, to be fair, like... They're profitable in the way that, like, necromancers are profitable, where it's not like they're consistently profitable, but they have some really expensive things they can drop, and that's where their, like, value comes in from. I generally am not a big fan of hunting those types of things. That's also why I don't like hunting dragons. Because it ends up making, like, a lot of your hunt's effectiveness is then just based entirely off of luck, and I tend to have pretty poor luck. That's actually not true. I have luck that just defies the odds. Is how my luck works. Like, if it's highly unlikely for me to fail at something, I will fail at it. In other words, if it's highly probable that I'll succeed, I'll fail. That's kind of how my luck works. Alright, if you could... There we go. I also think there's like a couple of quests possibly in here. Yeah, there's like a couple of barrels that you can use to get things out of them too. Tinderbox, that's what it's called. I'm glad that my guild member just said that to me. Do you have a tinderbox? Not yet. Come on. Well, I should have brought... I figured it would be fun to just use my iron worker, because I have one, and, you know, why not use it? But the lack of 100% accuracy is actually really annoying. Also, the reduced range, too. What's my range on this? 5? Yeah. Loss of 100% accuracy and loss of range is a shame. So this one is also one that just leads to a small room with a couple of Chakoya. Yeah, like I said, you rarely ever see people in here, but if you do, watch out for people that do the things where they throw all the like junk products on top of the fires. Yeah, I know you can only get one per day. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's one every 18 hours, but not that that really matters. But yeah, I will be getting one. Yeah. Oh, by the way, though, while it's true that you can only get one per day, you can get one per day per character. And the only dangerous things on the way to the whatchamacallit, the tinderbox. I'm glad that he said that, because I definitely would not have remembered. You have to like run past, I think, like some frost giants, which are basically like cyclopses. So not really difficult at all. You will need to levitate up. But like that's also not terribly difficult. I guess you could always use like parcels and stuff like that too. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, it's not really tough. Where'd you go? Rainbow trout. I don't think rainbow trout is worth much. Yeah, there's like northern, or there's something perch, northern pike, and the rainbow trout. And I think the rainbow trout is the, like, on the rarity scale, it's like the northern pike is the rarest. The other one, the rainbow trout is the, like, second rarest, and then the other one is the, like, somewhat common one. The ugly greenfish. I'm actually going to kill these dudes and then pause real quick and then respawn to my guild member real quick. 1 sec. Okay. Yeah, and if you do have other characters that you can kind of use to get it, if you're not terribly, like if they're particularly low levels, for example, and you're not really concerned about like getting them on offline trainer all the time, you can kind of just log them out up there because there's no monsters up on the actual spot. And then you could just log them on, get the thing. Oh, look, another rainbow trout. Get the thing, and then just have your like main character come back and, you know, like throw it on the floor kind of situation. Like, I don't think it's too dangerous for like a low character, like a level 8 to get there, but I don't know, it could be. Like, if you get stuck between the frost giants or something like that, and you have a like not properly equipped level 8 mage or something like that, it could be a little bit sketchy. Also, yeah, like there's staircases that you should not go down because they'll drop you into like crystal spiders and frost dragons. But outside of that, you should be fine. So yeah, as you can kind of see, this is just like more and more of these dudes. I'm not having a lot of loot luck this time. It's just like weird for me. Usually I do better here. But yeah, also, like, I guess as my guild member kind of mentioned, you should kind of be getting, if you're trying to get the mount or you're trying to make money, because like this is actually really good money. The melting horns can sell for like up to 100k depending on what day in the event. I can really only speak to Olympa because it's the only server that I really like paid attention to it. But the melting horns like peaked at around 100k per horn, and then as like more people were selling the horns, the price went down to like 30k. And then as like the event got closer to ending and there was still a decent amount of them on the market, but most people had also already gotten them out, the price also fell further. So like the price bottomed at around like 15k, but it peaked at around 100k. So like this is definitely some like decent money you can be making here. It definitely helped like Sylvius get a like functional start when he was still like level 50 or something like that. Last year. Actually, Sylvius was probably higher level than that back then. Yeah, it's just a shame that these guys are kind of like pointless hunting. Just that's the one sad part. But yeah, like I said, you can definitely get some good money. It's worth it to pick up the tinder boxes beforehand to make sure you have them, because you cannot sell the melting horn or the fireproof horn. Sorry, you cannot sell the non-completed product, which is called the fireproof horn, through the market. So if you only have those and are trying to sell them, you can only sell them like in person, which is like, you know, obviously not the greatest option. Let's go this way. So yeah, like it is worth it to make sure you pick up the tinder boxes like in advance. Although, again, I'm getting like, I would really like to run out of arrows again. How many? Okay, 755. I would really like to get like at least 2 more before I leave. I'm not gonna keep the video recording until I get 2 more, but I would like to get 2 more before I actually leave. Also, I guess as a pro to these guys too, I always enjoy hunting monsters that drop food, so there's that. Wow, this is like annoying. I'm like, wow, yeah, this is not great Sylvius loot luck right now. This is actually like ideally Sylvius loot luck. This is basically what I expect out of life. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it is nice to hunt things that drop food. That's always a pro. And they drop it in like decent quantities too. Oh, also I'm at full mana. That's a bad. Try not to do that. I'm wasting my soft boots on that too. I probably don't need to have the Claw of the Noxious Spawn equipped, but nothing here is going to poison me. I don't really have anything else to equip. I should buy a horn ring at some point. That like 1 armor will, I think, reduce my damage on average of like 0.5 damage or something. Mammoth Whopper. That's basically not worth anything, by the way. Just throwing that out there, in case you're wondering. Mammoth Whoppers are basically pointless. Yeah, wow, I'm like really shocked that I'm not getting any more. At least these guys, I mean, this isn't actually like great, I suppose. It's convenient for me. They drop, oh look, see, right there. By my battle symbol, I've got the little damage over time frost damage thing. So I'll take ice damage every now and then. Look at that, bam, 8 ice damage. I think they're like the only enemies I know of that do that. Well, yeah, what I was saying before that happened was like it's not necessarily great, but it's nice that they drop little enough gold that I'm okay with like basically not picking up the gold. Because that way I can go through this way faster. I mean, I'll pick up some of the gold every now and then, but for the most part, yeah, if they drop like a larger amount, I would be like, oh man, I gotta like pick that up. I hate picking up gold. It's actually funny. I had blown a whole bunch of money on Sylvius lately, and I made a character on Astera. I think the world's called because you know, somebody asked me to. So like I made a character there, and I'm playing on Astera, and I wanted to transfer over some like starting cash, so that I could kind of get like a head start on things. So I figured I would buy like 2 Tibia coins on. Oh yeah, because I checked the prices, and the prices of Tibia coins in the 2 servers were like basically exactly the same. So I figured I would buy some like 2 or 3 Tibia coins here on Olympa, and then just transfer them over and get like 30k, and I got pickups. And then I found out that you can't buy or sell Tibia coins in anything less than increments of 25, which like I did not know. So I ended up having to get 25 Tibia coins, which ended up being a like massive portion of my remaining money, because one of the last things I did was like buy the Necromancer shield and buy the Ironworker for no real reason, just because I thought they looked cool. And a Rift Bow I purchased too, but they're not that expensive. So yeah, after I kind of like wasted a whole bunch of my money, I was like, oh wow, my finances are not great right now. Come on, get one. Ugh, jeez. Really? And I missed. Wow, yeah, not having 100% accuracy is way annoying. And the funny thing is, my accuracy should be something like 95%. And I'm still missing a whole bunch. Well, yeah, so, I, like, wasted a whole bunch of money. And then, Ysir came around today, and I was like, I should probably just sell all of my Ysir stuff. So, and before that had happened, last night, before the server save and Ysir came around, I'd sold all of my, like, red gems, blue gems, green gems, and stuff like that in, Yalahar, and I ended up making, like, 300k off of that, which was kind of cool. So yeah, though, after I sold all those, Ysir came today, and then I sold all of my Ysir stuff, and now I'm something at, like, 1.5 million. Just, like, you know, can't complain. Still, though, it'd be kind of cool, like, if I was looting these a little bit better. 664. Man. I'm gonna come back with, like, a bow, I guess, next time, and then just use, like, sniper arrows. Yeah, that should give me... I think sniper arrows would give me 100% accuracy. Man. These stupid power bolts. Yeah, man, like, this is really kind of annoying. Also, you know, the missing and everything is kind of just not helping. Bone shields are worthless. We're in the main chamber. 8 gold. 12 gold. Killed a polar bear. Come on. Nope. Nothing? Nothing. This is, I think, the lowest level of this dungeon. Short sword. Ugh. I see additional text and get excited. Outside of just gold. Man. This is, like, really annoying. Really, really annoying. Well, anyway, I think once I get out of here, I'll probably just end the video. Did I go through here before? I have no idea if I've been through here before. Did I kill those guys? I must have killed those guys. Yeah, I must have killed those guys. At least they've all respawned by now. Yeah, I mean, you kind of want to make sure you're not doing what I just did, which is getting confused over whether or not you've been into a place, but whatever. I'm an idiot. Come on. Come on. One more horn. Come on, really? Really, really? Really, really? The story of my life, people. My story of my life. Kill the wind callers. Kill the other wind caller. There we go. Nothing from either of them. Fish, 6 gold coins. 12 gold coins. 3 gold coins. Bunch of people. Come on, and then I missed the wind caller. What are they? Tribe Wardens, Tool Shapers, and Wind Callers are their names. Yeah, I mean, they're basically, like, exactly like dorks. Let me exit a con while I'm up. Oh, I don't have enough mana? Well, then I guess I won't. Oh! I burnt out my, my soft boots. I gotta go to Venor now. There's a wind caller, like, right next to me. Oh, look at that. Fireproof horn. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I didn't even realize my, I wasn't scrolling down. Copy message into the guild chat. Fireproof horn. Alright, yeah, I'm a lot happier now. 2 of them are good. I feel, like, way more okay with calling this hunt successful. Another northern pike would be cool. Another fireproof horn would be cool. How many bolts? 590 right now. Still, yeah, okay. Two of them, I guess, is reasonable. 2 of them is reasonable. I think I could have done better. I know I did better the last time this event came around. But hey, whatever. On a side note, I'm all like Swords of Hungry. I don't think my my mic picked it up, but my stomach's been like rumbling. I'm starving. I like woke up, did some like fiddling around on my computer, and was like, yeah, I should hop on Tibia real quick. And I should do some of the Chyllfroest stuff before like the event is over, because I'm not really sure when the event's over. It looks like when I looked it up, it's like May something. So I mean, I definitely like got good times on it. Although on the topic of me not dealing with things that I should be dealing with, not at all in the same like category. Like, you know, making a Chyllfroest video is not at all in the same category as this other thing that I should have done. Where did he go? There we go. But yeah, like today's the 17th. It's April 17th, and tomorrow's the 18th, which is the due date for filing my taxes in America. And yeah, I haven't done that yet. So I'm going to like log off of this, get ready to go to my other job, and then come home at like, I guess 10 or something like that, 'cause it's supposed to be a long day tonight. And then like rush my way through my taxes. It's gonna be great. Oh wow, I thought I was going up. Crap. I'm actually trying to leave right now. On that note, as a like word of advice, you might want to consider like putting markers on the map that are like staircase up, staircase down kind of things, so that you know what you're doing. But yeah, well, there you go. Ooh, their skeletons are kind of creepy looking. But yeah, gotta do my taxes. Gonna be fun. Not really, because doing your taxes sucks, and I'm probably gonna have to spend money to do my taxes. It's gonna be awesome. And on top of that, yeah, like I don't think I have all the documents that I need either. Like I don't know where my W-2 form is. I gotta figure out how the whole thing about like having health insurance plays out. Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be absolutely wonderful. There's a, this has like literally nothing to do with anything besides taxes. Come on, everybody who's like an American and isn't a child knows what I'm talking about. the horrors of doing your taxes. But come on. One dead. There's another one. I can see his little invisible crap. Also, it really helps when he does that. Come on. There we go. Take my 19 gold coins since you shot me. Yeah, there's like some senators that want to make it so that the IRS just kind of like files your taxes for you. Because like, yeah, the way it works is like, you file your taxes, like you take all of your tax documents and stuff together, and then you like fill out all these forms, send it into the IRS, and then the IRS double checks it with all the information that they already have, and then determines whether or not it's right. So some like senators were like, we should just make it so that the IRS, instead of like double checking what you have, just sends you a form and is like, this is the information we have, is it right? And then you're like, yes, it's right. And then they just, you know, go from there. You either pay your taxes or you get your tax refund from that, instead of going through all these, like, you know, all these other things. Sounds like it's a wonderful approach, too. Because it would save everybody money who has to, like, pay, you know, like TurboTax or H&R Block and whatnot. A boatload of cash. Except all those companies have, like, lobbyists and, you know. Politics is usual, I guess. Alright. But yeah, I'm going to just be using TurboTax. Funny story though. The first time I did my taxes, I didn't like my one aunt had like taken care of my taxes for me. She would just take them to her like tax guy, and he would kind of like take care of them while he was doing hers. There we go. I'm out. Yeah, he would take care of my taxes while he was like doing hers, and I guess she got like audited one year. She has like extreme business expenses, but anyway, she got audited, and apparently like a couple of his other clients got audited, so I guess they were kind of like concerned that maybe it was, I don't know, him that was doing the sketchy things. So she decided she wasn't going to go to that like accountant anymore. So I was like, hey, when are you going to your tax guy, so that like I can get my taxes filed, because I think it's like April 12th, and you know, gotta file these soon, like the deadline's approaching. And she's like, oh yeah, I'm just not going to that guy. And I'm like, oh, okay, so I mean, were you going to a different one? And she's like, oh yeah, I already went. I'm like, oh, okay, well, what about my taxes? And she's like, oh, you're just gonna have to do that by yourself. And I'm like, oh, it's awesome that you waited like 3 days before the deadline to tell me that it's, you know, I gotta take care of it myself. Like, that's not cool. So, like, I've never done my taxes before. I had to figure out how, like, TurboTax works. And it's all that, like, legal government, like, mumbo-jumbo stuff that, like, makes no sense to a normal human being. And I have no idea what I'm doing. And I'm all like, oh my god, like, this. And, I had, like, sold bonds to go to college that year. So, I had to, like, say that I sold, like, investment things on it. So then I had to get, like, the premium edition of TurboTax. And I needed, like, these forms from the college that I didn't have. It was just a disaster. So, like, I did that. And then they were like, okay, do you want to do your state return? And I didn't realize that's, like, a thing that exists. A state return. So, I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll do my state return. And then I had to pay money for that. To do a state return. Because that's how TurboTax gets their money. You can do a, like, basic federal return for free. But if you do a state return, they charge you, like, $30 or something like that. Which is not cool. Yeah, also, like, there's less information on the state return, too. The state return takes far less time than your, whatchamacallit, your federal return, but they charge you for that. It's because they signed some kind of, like, deal with the federal government, but whatever. So, yeah, I, like, did that. I was all, like, panicky. I was pretty sure I did everything wrong. I was, like, really stressed out and stuff like that. And then I just was like, okay, state return, federal return, finished. And I was done. And, like, a couple months later, I got a thing from my, like, local tax return. And they were like, hey, you owe us money because you never filed, and we're charging you with, like, a late fee. And I was like, what? I did file. So I didn't realize there was 3 types of taxes, basically. Federal, state, and then local. That TurboTax doesn't cover the local. You have to go through like their own website and stuff like that to do your local taxes, which I did not know. By the way, to go through here, it takes a ham to use it, so keep in mind you need a ham to go through it. So basically I'm done. But anyway, to finish up what I was saying about the TurboTax thing real quick. So I ended up owing my local taxes $0, but because I was late filing it, they charged me a $35 fee, which I thought was awesome. So yeah, that was that. All right, folks. Yeah. Also, make sure you don't kill the huskies. And around this guy, I think is a PZ. I guess I'm wrong. Nope. Never mind. All right, folks. For now, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, check me on Patreon, Twitter, Facebook. I'll see you folks later.